Hi, I'm Stephen Levi, founder of Universal Martial Systems. With me today is Nate Robinson and Carl Jerome, and we're going to take a look at the inside guard position. Inside the guard, your opponent has captured you're in his guard. Now it's important that when you're here, that you have good posture. First thing you want to do is make sure that your knees are open for stability. Second, you want to be on your insteps and not on the ball of your feet. If you're on the ball of your feet, you're going to be up too high and it's easy for your balance to be disrupted. So you want to be on your insteps and you want to be sitting down on your heels. Third, where you place your arms. You got to place them in tight with the elbows on the inside. A lot of people try to put their arms up too high on the chest, and that's going to make the person that's in the guard able to grab it and move you a lot easier. So therefore, keep your hands tight against the hips, keep your elbows in nice and tight, and posture up so that your opponent doesn't come up and able to grab your head and pull you down. That's important. If your head goes down, he's going to be able to come in and drag you down, and then you're going to lose position. This is the correct way to be inside the guard. Now, once you're inside the guard, you're going to have to get out. You're going to have to pass the guard. To pass this guard, you're going to have to open up your opponent's legs. So let's take a look at a couple of different ways in which to open up the legs. One of the most basic and beginning ways is simply just to place an elbow on the inside of the thigh and push it down forcibly. Now, once you have it down, pin it with your arm. Take your knee and slide it across and trap it. Now this is important. You don't want to slide the whole knee across. Instead, you want to keep this just like this. This way you're pinning the leg down. If you bring the foot over, then he's going to automatically get you in half guard. So by holding this down, it prevents him from getting you into a half guard position. Once he does that, now he's going to bring the other foot over and across, and then slide out into a dominant position. So let's take a look at this again. Your opponent has you in guard, close guard position. You've got your hands in tight, your elbows in. You're going to force open it by placing an elbow in and driving his knee tight against the floor. Taking your leg, sliding it over and pinning it with the shin, taking the other foot, coming over and across, and then getting into a dominant position. This is an important move of how to get out. Now let's take another look at a different way of getting into that dominant position. We're going to use that same thigh push down with the elbow. So once again, he's inside the guard. He's going to push it down, but this time he's going to use the far leg. So he's going to come across with the other knee, hold it there, pin it with the shin, and then slide the other leg over, trap the hand, and he's in a dominant position. Once again, let's take a look at this again. So, you're inside the guard. You're going to posture up, sit back correctly, sit on your heels. Now you're going to poke, push down, the elbow goes down. Now you're going to slide the far knee over, and then rotate over into a dominant position. Let's take a look at another position from inside the guard and how to get out of it. From here, we're going to do what is called knee uncenter. So you're inside the guard. You're going to take one of your knees and you're going to place it to the inside center of your opponent, directly in between both cheeks. Now that already starting to add a lot of pressure to your opponent's feet. Now you're going to move your hips back a little bit and curve your back and push. Make sure your hands are not too far up so that he can grab them. Once you're out, now we can do that same step over with the foot. Drive it to the floor, step over with the knee, pin, and get into a dominant position. Let's take a look at this again. Inside the guard. Knee to center. Now make sure you hold him down, and now moving your other foot back, start to bend your back and push. Now drive the leg to the ground, step over, and assume a dominant position. Now the other position that we're going to do from inside the guard, to pass this guard, is instead of putting the knee to the center, we're going to put the knee onto just one cheek. So we're going to take one knee and we're going to place it on one cheek. Now what this does, by placing it just on this cheek and not into the center, it prevents him from doing a full sit-up to grab you. Much more difficult. He's going to take the knee that's underneath, he's going to take that hand and place it underneath the lower rib. And take this hand and place it tight into the hip. Now once again, he's going to curve his back and push out, and then push down the leg, step over, dominant position. Let's take a look at that move one more time. Inside the guard. You're going to posture, sit back, knee to one cheek, start to curve your back and push, open, step over, and then dominant position. Excellent. These are the positions for inside the guard for basic passing the guard.